All right, so I wasn't even going to record a video today, but I felt like I had to because, well, there's some people out there that are mad at me. They're upset. They said that I shouldn't have posted a couple videos that I did last week. And, well, I'm here to tell you that I'm glad I did, and I'm going to continue to follow that content strategy because that's what it is, by the way. And I wanted to share this because I think that you should copy me because there's nothing wrong with it. It's not bad. It actually works. And this isn't the only channel that I'm running, by the way. I had another person say, Scott, why should we listen to you? You've only got, at that time, it was 5,000 subscribers. Now we have 6,000 subscribers on this channel, which, by the way, this channel is less than 6 months old. We got monetized in 82 days. And I have another channel, Brand Creators, which we just crossed 100,000 subscribers that has done multiple 7 figures. So that's, I guess, why I should probably be able to talk to this. And I don't usually like to just throw that out there, but I know that some people just don't know who the heck I am. But it works on that channel. It's worked on another channel that I did when I first started 15 years ago, and it works right now. All right, and I'm going to share that with you. And guess what I've got here? Anybody that's been following along, I've got my handy dandy little whiteboard. Yeah, kind of like Blue's Clues back in the day. Anybody remember Blue's Clues? Let me know. All right, so this is what I'm going to be covering with you, but it's all about attention. If we don't get attention, then we don't get any views, right? And we have to get attention. But there's a way to get attention that a lot of people don't use, and I'm going to cover them right here. But this right here is what I call my 100K YouTube business plan. And this is what I've been following for years. It's what I'm going to continue to follow. You can see here, attention, relationship, and money. I call that my ARM method. I actually cover this in depth in a guide that I put together. It's an 18-page guide. If you want a copy of it, by the way, I'll give it to you for free. All you got to do is just put 100K in the comments and I will send it to you. And guess what? Part of this strategy, the relationship building part, is getting people on an email list so you can further communicate with them. And if you get this, spoiler alert, you'll be on my email list. But go ahead and put in the comments, put 100K if you want a copy of that. All right, so I'm going to break this stuff down, but this one right here for attention, right? We have to get attention. How can we do that? Trends. Trends are something that you should be capitalizing on, okay? And this trend that I'll share with you here is, it's a person, okay? And I have here, your trends can be things or people, okay? So right now, we also have an election going on. You could talk about either candidate and talk about how that might affect your industry. Then you're going to capitalize on what's trending right now, right? If it's, I don't know, maybe there's something going on like in my other business, Brand Creators, Temu is a big player right now in the e-commerce world, and a lot of people are nervous about it, and they're in the news a lot. So I am going to create content about Temu. And I am going to capitalize on that trend and that topic that is very popular. This happens with people also, all right? So if you have someone that's in your industry that you could talk about, now you can either talk about that person as something they did and then you can react to it, or you can talk about something that they said that you can add some value to. And that's what I recently did with a certain individual. I'm not even going to mention her name on this video, okay? And the reason why is because that's not the important part here. The important part is finding something that is trending in your niche, and then from there, doing a video talking about that or around that topic. So like I said, an example for my Brand Creators channel, we did a video on how Temu is a threat to Etsy sellers, okay? Now, people that are Etsy sellers want to know what that's about, and then people that are hearing about Temu, that's going to get their attention. And it's also something that's being searched for, or something that's, if it's coming through the feed on your home feed, you're going to see that. And if you see that, you might want to click on it because that's something that you know about, right? Like if you're in that industry. If you are into bass fishing, right? And there's a new rule or a regulation that could possibly make it where you can't fish a certain month out of the year. And I'm making this up. But if that was the case and you were a bass fisherman and you saw that there was this thing that people have been talking about, and I talked about that because it's trending and people are aware of it, I'm going to capitalize on that. So why wouldn't you do that? So people, let's talk about people. Like I said, right now, Yankees and the Dodgers, whether you're a Yankees fan or a Dodgers fan, I'm a Yankees fan, and I'm really sad about the outcome, by the way. But if I talked about Aaron Judge, I'm going to get attention because I am pulling in someone that's popular or someone that's trending that I can now talk about. And to me, I'm trying to always talk about it in a positive light. Like, here's something someone did. Here's something they did that was good, but here's something they can do maybe to improve it. Or here's something that they did that gave me an idea. Like, there's ways that you can incorporate that in your title. So for anybody that did comment on my video and said, how dare you ride on her coattails? I'm not riding on her coattails. I'm being smart by someone that is trending in the niche that I want to draw attention to, okay, or from. Okay, so for this channel, it's about YouTube creators and primarily small YouTube creators. I'm not trying to reach all of the YouTubers out there. I'm trying to reach people that are starting, but also that think that they got to have a big channel in order to be successful. Because I'm here to show you and share with you that you don't. My first channel, I grew to, well, at first it was 1,000 subscribers, and I think we maxed it out at like 16,000 subscribers in the photography niche, and that went on to do 6 figures multiple years in a row. How? Attention, relationship, led to money. And there's ways to monetize. And I go through that in my 100K roadmap. If you want a copy of that, just put 100K, and I'll give you all of the details on that and kind of like the blueprint that I follow. All right? That's what I've been doing for years. So really, this channel is to take what I've learned over the years and help people with that. Okay? And how can I get attention? If there's someone like right now, a big, someone in the space is Sean Cannell. Okay, from Think Media. So I can do a piece on what Sean Cannell said or Think Media said, right? Because everyone sees Think Media and they know who they are. If they did something that I thought was good, or maybe, I'll give you an example. Here's a perfect example. I forget his last name now. It is Nolan is his first name. I forget his last name. And he was from Think Media, but there was a falling out of some kind. I don't know what it was, but I could, if I found out what that thing was, I could talk about it, or I could say why Nolan from Think Media could have been at risk all along. And then what I could have did is I could have talked about how he was working for a company, he was a creator, and because he was working for that creator, he felt pigeonholed that he couldn't do his own thing. And that's why when you are a creator, you probably want to make sure that there's some type of clause in there that doesn't make it so you can't do that, right? So that's how I could like tap into that, because people at Think Media, they know Nolan and they saw that there was a falling out and they want to know why. And then I can draw attention to it, but then I can also add value to it. So you see what we do there? So that's all that I'm talking about here as far as piggybacking, riding the coattails, however you want to say it. There's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. And if you are not doing it, you should be doing it, because you're able to now capitalize on something or someone that is trending in your industry, okay? Or maybe it's a celebrity that has like for me, like there might be a celebrity that has a YouTube channel and they did something really cool in it. I could say something like, and I'm just trying to think off the top of my head, Ashton Kutcher, is that his last name? How he, and I don't even know if he has a YouTube channel, but I could say something about him. And then from there, I could say how he taught me, how to grow my audience. And then I could take something that he's doing and say, this is brilliant on what he's doing. I'm going to start doing it for me. But then I brought in his name, and we all know that his name is very popular. Another example, I did that on this channel, was Dave Ramsey. So Dave Ramsey is well known in the investing space or how to manage your money space. And I know a lot of people there are struggling because they haven't saved for retirement. So I did a video on Dave Ramsey because he basically said, hey, if you don't have enough money right now, you got to get a job or you got to do something online. But he never elaborated on the online piece. So I basically said, Dave Ramsey, or Actually, the title was something along the lines of, I recorded this video for a Dave Ramsey fan, something like that. And then I went on to explain that I watched the video. Dave said that you should start an online thing, but he never elaborated. So I wanted to take a minute to elaborate on what you could do, something that I have done and something that I'm continuing to do. And that's it. Okay. That's how you can do it in an ethical way, right? We're not on there making someone look bad. We're not on there stealing from someone. We're basically just talking about what's being talked about in our community. All right. And that's it. And here I've got niche topics. That's another thing to get attention. So niche topics would be, if you're talking about growing bigger tomatoes and gardening, then you probably want to put things that are related to gardening in your title. Okay. And then how to, obviously, how to get more views on YouTube, how to grow bigger tomatoes. That would be a very simple how to change a tire on a Tesla, how to change a tire on a Jeep, right? That would be your how-tos. But trends, things, and people, big opportunity there. Now, that's really just part of the attention piece. You actually have to now create good titles that grab people's attention. And I actually shot a video right here that shows you 10 different titles that have worked really well for me, and I show you exactly how to use them for your own niche. Watch that video next, and I'll see you there.